Hi everyone, sorry I haven't put up a video for a while, well for the last few days. I've been really busy, I've been working, I've been doing lots of shit, so sorry, but I finally decided to do a video now, and what I'm going to do is, I went to the cinema last Friday, with Sal, my boyfriend. I went with my friend Ozzy, and I went with my sister and her boyfriend, shout out to Paige and Anton, and basically I went to see this film called Gone Girl, which was brilliant. It was a wicked movie, so I'm going to do a short little review on that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do half of the video no spoilers, because if you haven't seen the film, I don't want to spoil it for you because it will ruin it completely. So, and then the second half of the video will be spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, watch the first half of the video, go away, watch the film, come back and watch the second half. And if you have seen it, then enjoy the spoiler section. So, I'm going to give you a bit of information about the film. It's called Gone Girl, and it's based on a book. Let me just find out who it's directed by. Directed by David Fincher. And it stars Ben Affleck and, what's her name? Rosamund Pike. I don't know how to say it. That's the girl in it, and it's obviously Ben Affleck. And let me start off by saying that I don't understand what everyone's saying about how there's all this big thing about Ben Affleck, how he's a shit actor and he's this and that. He's not a shit actor. He was wicked in this film. I don't know why there was like uproar when it was announced that he was going to be Batman, but I think he's pretty good. Like, I'll be honest, I haven't seen many of his films before this. But in this film, he's a great actor. I've got a lot of faith in him for being Batman, especially after seeing this film. I think he's going to be a wicked Batman. What the film's about is about they're a husband and wife, Ben Affleck and that woman, and basically the wife goes missing on I think it's their 5-year anniversary. She goes missing. They don't know where she is. There's like this big media thing about where is she, was she murdered, whatever. And he's like the prime suspect. He becomes the prime suspect, and that's like the basic premise of the film. But about halfway through, it spirals off into like a completely different direction that you will not expect unless you've read the book, obviously. So I thought that was amazing because I went into it thinking it was going to be a film like Taken sort of film, like she gets taken, he tries to find her, boring. But it wasn't like that at all. It was a completely different, fucking insane film, like proper insane. I can understand why it's got an 18 rating over here in the UK. So yeah, I just thought it was a great movie. The acting was brilliant. Every single character, even the small parts, they were casted like perfectly. Everyone was great. I especially liked the woman that played the police officer. What was her name? Kim Dickens. She played the detective that was trying to find out what happened to Amy, the wife. And I thought she was great. And I knew I recognised her from somewhere. She was in Lost, which is like my favourite TV show. She was in Lost. She had a small part in that. She was Sawyer's girlfriend. He got her pregnant. He tried to con her and everything. But yeah. It was a very long film. Like before I went to see it, I obviously saw that it was, I think, 2.5 hours long, and I thought, fuck this, I'm not going to sit here for 2.5 hours and watch a film. It better be good. I thought it was going to be boring, but really, it went so quickly. It doesn't feel like it's a 2.5 hour film. Like, it's good enough to be a 2.5 hour film. It was brilliant. You didn't feel like you were sitting there for 2.5 hours getting bored, like checking your watch every 2 minutes. It was a good film, so it wasn't like that at all. I would recommend this film to people that like their films with twists and turns, crazy sort of films, kind of horror-ish aspects. Like some aspects of it are quite horror films, so if you're a bit squeamish, do not go and see this film. Also, if you like, it's kind of like a romance story, but then it kind of gets a bit fucked up and it's not really a romance story. But if you like that kind of film, this might not be what you were expecting it to be. And I don't know about people that have read the book, but if you have read the book, comment below and tell me what did you think of the film. Was it better than the book? Did they change anything from the book? 'Cause I haven't actually read the book. I am going to get around to it eventually. I do want to read the book definitely now. But yeah, let me know. And I think now I might get into spoiler territory. So if you haven't watched the film, turn it off now, pause it, whatever. Go watch the film. Come back when you've watched it. 'Cause I'm going to get into spoiler territory now. Okay, so spoiler territory now. If you haven't seen the film, please don't watch it now because I'm going to completely spoil everything in the film. So, this is my favourite part, I love this part. Let me start by saying the twist was brilliant. I love the twist. Basically, when it turns out that it was the wife, she was really trying to frame Ben Affleck the whole time. She didn't go missing, she set it all up, she staged it because she found out that he'd been cheating on her for like 1.5 years. So she staged it to try and frame him for her murder, which I thought was very smart, and I loved that. Was one of my favourite scenes, the like sort of montagey scene where it showed how she'd done it, how she'd wrecked the apartment. She's crazy. She took her own blood. She put like, what is it? Like a blood thing. what's it called? Like a tube in her arm, and took loads of her blood out, spilled it over the floor, splattered it over the floor, and then cleaned it up to make it look like he'd cleaned it up. I thought it was very smart how she done it, but obviously she's a psycho, but she's a smart psycho. And I just loved how she done that just because he cheated on her, like she really got him back. And she framed him proper well good with the whole anniversary hunt, treasure hunt thing. That was brilliant. I thought it was so smart. I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. I really wasn't expecting that. And I was also shocked that the twist came so early, like halfway through the maybe not even halfway through the film it happened, and I thought, wow, there's like an hour and a half left still, and this has just been revealed. And then the rest of the film was like a completely different film to what you were expecting. I love that about the film, because I wasn't expecting any of that. Basically, everything you see in the trailer is in the first half of the film. So everything beyond that part where you find out it was her is completely new, like nothing you've seen before. And I just thought it was brilliant. I was sitting there, I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. Especially like, the first half did drag a little bit. It was a bit slow. It was still good, but it was a bit slow. And then the second half just flew by. It was just brilliant. There were so many twists, so many turns. Everything was changing. That you didn't know what was going to happen. You didn't know what was going to happen. And then, so I thought that was great, the twist. Obviously, if you've read the book before, it wouldn't have been a twist to you. But me not having read the book before, not knowing much about the film, I was really shocked about it. And then comes the most shocking scene for me in the film, which was when, so she's met up with her ex-boyfriend or whatever, the guy that she said stalked her, and he's invited her to his home. She's told him she's on the run from her husband after he beat her and all this bullshit, basically. So she's in his house, he's got a nice rich house, he's a bit of a creepy person, he's like a stalker, he wants to keep her for himself, and she wants to get away. She doesn't know what to do now because Ben Affleck's gone on TV. He's kind of winning now. He's turned the public more in his favour. She doesn't know what to do. So we see her setting up that she's going to try and set up this guy, this creepy guy, and make it look like he's raped her or whatever. So that's what I thought. I thought she's done it before. She's set up guys. That's like her little thing that she does. She sets up people, makes it look like they've raped her. I thought that's all she's going to do. So she's sleeping with him, about to have sex with him, making it look like he's raping her. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, she grabs a knife and slits the guy's throat. His blood goes like pouring all over her. And literally at the moment my jaw hit the floor. I was like, what the fuck? I was not expecting that at all. I didn't think she was going to kill him. Like, I thought she was going to frame him. I had no idea she was going to kill him. And that just shocked me completely. I was like, oh my fucking god. She's so smart. Fuck, my mum's home. Okay, sorry about that. My mum came home and like interrupted the video. But yeah, she slit his throat. She framed him. Her blood was all over her. And I just thought it was so shocking. I was not expecting it at all. And then the next scene, she emerges from the dead, like being missing, turns up at Ben Affleck's house and runs to him all like, she's all in love with him, she's got blood over her, she's like, oh, I missed you, and she's going back to him, and it's just insane. The ending of the film's fucking crazy. I wasn't expecting that. They basically get back together. Like, Ben Affleck's basically with her against his own will because she's a psycho. And then it ends with them announcing their pregnancy to like the world on like a TV show. So it was very unexpected. Like, when I first saw the beginning of the film and she goes missing, I never expected it to end in the way it did, with her being a psycho, them still being together and having a baby, gonna have a baby. I thought it was mental. Completely mental film. The actress that plays the woman is brilliant. She's so good, because first, she acts like so innocent and nice, and she plays that role really well, and you really believe it. And then when she's a psycho, she's so good at being a psycho as well. She's very diverse. Her acting skills were shown in this film very well. Ben Affleck also was brilliant in this film. There's also a lot of funny moments as well, which I wasn't expecting as well. I did laugh quite a lot. It was a very funny film. The characters were all good in their own way. I loved Ben Affleck's twin sister in the film. He was a twin, he had a twin sister. So I kind of related to that. I've got a twin sister too, so I related to that. But they're like kind of like alcoholics, it seems like, because in every scene they're like having like a shot of whiskey or whatever. So I don't relate to that because me and my twin ain't alcoholics, but yeah. I loved those characters. The sister was very funny as well. Also, Tyler Perry was in it, which I was really shocked about, because I've only ever seen him in things like when he's Medea, like dressed up as a woman, really funny stuff. And this was quite a serious role for him, which I thought was different, but he did very well. He's a very, very good actor, which I was shocked about. He had some funny lines in it as well. He was a good character. He sort of helped Ben Affleck. So yeah, overall the film was great. I'll give it maybe a 9 out of 10. The only fault that I can find in the film is that the first sort of half an hour, 40 minutes is kind of slow. Like, it's a bit slow. It takes a while to really get into it and get the ball rolling, but once it does get rolling, it's completely worth the wait. It's a brilliant film. It is long as well, so if you're one of those people that can't sit still for 2.5 hours, then you're not going to like this film. But yeah, I thought it was great, and that's my review. It was a bit of a short review. It's the first review I've ever done, so forgive me if it was shit. But yeah, as I said, it's like really this is my first proper video that I've ever done, so I'm actually really nervous, and I'm probably wasn't the best video. But please give me feedback in the comments of what I can do to make it better next time. Maybe I am going to the cinema tomorrow night. I'm going to go watch Annabelle, the new horror film. I'm obsessed with horror films, so I will do a review of that. And if you give me some feedback on this video, I'll make sure that review's a bit better. Maybe do a bit more research about the film as well, because I've sort of just been sitting here on my phone looking at stuff, which is not very professional. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment, tell me your thoughts, tell me if you've seen the film, what you thought about it, tell me what you thought about this video, what other videos do you want me to do, because I really don't know. And yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and comment, and yeah, thanks. See you later.